Welcome to Childhood Trash, a dumpster dive into our childhood nostalgia where we re-examine the most influential media from our youth in order to answer the question, tragic or nostalgic. I'm your host, Phil Plaga, joined by my co-host,
Maggie Keating.
Maggie, we are outside today.
Today we're in the wilderness.
We adventured today.
Happy Eclipse Day, Pia.
Happy Eclipse Day!
That's today.
Yes.
That's now.
Yeah, that, so you know what day we're recording this.
Just so you know.
It's on the eclipse day. It's a beautiful day. We decided to come out, so enjoy the sounds of nature.
Yes, there's lots of things happening around us in the Boston Common.
Yes.
Which is lovely
Always
and beautiful
fun.
here. Yes.
So more importantly, we have something really incredible to discuss. We finally have someone on the pod who we've already talked about.
Wait.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh. Well, yes. Well, yes. So Brendan Fraser is on the pod today. Just kidding, not really.
What we're talking about is his most famous, critically acclaimed movie, Journey to the Center of the Earth. Maggie's favorite movie from
my
childhood.
fave literally ever, man.
So Maggie, what is your relationship to this movie?
I don't even know how I first came across this movie.
Do you remember your first viewing?
I don't.
Okay.
Because I watched this movie 1,000 bajillion million times when I was younger, and I just loved it. And I think perhaps I had the book first.
Oh.
And that was the first book, chapter book that I read, is Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Really?
Because I had this kids edition of it that was the font was just bigger and there was some illustrations.
Yes.
And I'll see if I can find a picture for the Instagram, because I had a bunch of these kinds of books. They were all these great illustrated classics or something.
Ooh.
And they all had the same certain type of cover. I wonder if you ever had them too. But that's how I read this book. I still have my copy somewhere. I love it dearly. And then this movie came out in 2007, I think.
2005?
Maybe. 2008.
2008
is such a hit.
Classic.
Yeah, such a
Everything
hit year.
good came out in 2008.
Yeah.
Everything good happened in 2008.
Well, just movies.
Yeah.
And so I watched the hell out of this movie.
Yeah.
And I love it dearly, despite its silliness.
That's good.
Have you ever seen this before?
I honestly don't think I've ever seen this movie before.
Oh man, you were in.
So
for a
I was really I was going in blind.
Yeah.
And I was I don't know what it's about really. I just know it's Brendan Fraser and Little J Hutch, and I mean we'll talk about it. I don't think
whatever your opinions are, they better be good.
They are good opinions, I feel. This is definitely not I was trying to frame myself while I was watching it, being how would I have felt if I was a kid watching this movie? Because
so
I definitely could have seen past the flaws that I was seeing as an adult.
Yeah.
But it's not it's not the movies that I was gravitating towards as a child.
Okay, see, I'm the exact opposite. This is all I wanted.
Yeah.
I, for so long, thought that I was going to be a paleontologist.
That's so cute.
And an archaeologist.
My mom thought she was going to be an archaeologist.
And I really thought that. And, I study anthropology in school now.
Yeah.
As my minor.
So you're kind of
So I'm kind of there, sort of.
Yeah.
But this movie, oh my God, I had so much fun. The humor, I ate it up when I was younger. I just loved it. And when the second one came out, which we were also going to be watching.
Yeah.
I had a family connection to the movie, which made it even more fun
magical.
fun for me to be interested in. So I don't even know. So I think we should just start.
I think since you are so familiar with this movie,
I am.
and this really is your movie
It
moment.
is. Yeah.
I would like you to lead the discussion.
Of course,
today.
of course.
So where do you want to go to first?
I just want to start. I want to start
Where do you want
with
to start?
Brendan Fraser.
Okay.
Because I think
I've never seen a Brendan Fraser movie.
Really? Okay. The
truly,
Mummy, I love The
I've
Mummy.
never seen The Mummy.
The Mummy it's like House of Anubis on steroids.
I know it's classic.
Yeah. It's not good. Don't get me wrong, it's not good.
Yeah.
But it's really fun. I feel that Brendan Fraser was made for this type of role.
Yeah.
Kind of
It
silly
suits him.
adventure guy.
Yeah.
I feel that just works really well for him. And I wish to see him in that role again. Unfortunately, he is the whale. So they might have typecast him. That's pretty fucked up if you ask me.
Yeah.
But I think that he is.
I think he's so good in this. I really
so cute.
I like
movie.
him also that he's an uncle rather than a
a
father. I really love the goofy uncle trope because I think you can get away with so much. Because so much of the time when I was watching this movie, I was this child is in mortal danger. I was You're letting
like when he's running from the T-Rex, you're like, man, he's in mortal danger. Like, yes.
No,
when he's falling through the pits of a volcano.
Yeah, like start of the movie, he's like, I'm coming with, like, Lil J Hutch is like, I'm coming with you because I kind of found out this thing. And then he's like, okay. And it's like such an uncle move. Like, there's no way a father could do that.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way you could put this, like, 9-year-old child in the, oh my God. It's just,
so
it's
funny.
insane. But I love their relationship too. Because they have, like, this common loss of, like, the brother, the father.
Yeah. And they're both equally as, like, sad about it. Like, they both have, like, their own things, and they're able to, like, heal from their trauma together and whatnot. So I think it's very sweet. I also think Brendan Fraser, like, I was looking through all the Letterboxd reviews for this movie, and a lot of it was just, like, Brendan Fraser screaming, like, you're perfect. Like, every time he, like, has something to, like, yell about, I just think it's so funny. And, like, he's always like, hold on, like, this is gonna be a bumpy ride. It's gonna be a bumpy ride.
When he said that, I died.
No, and then when he's like, we're still falling, they all stop screaming. It's like this is just wonderful kids humor.
It felt like almost like a cartoon.
Yeah,
like, I can definitely see it like being animated.
Me too.
Film.
Yeah.
Or something like that, because like it's so, and like it, I just the effects are really bad. The effects,
okay.
I couldn't get over it.
I can't lie. The effects are
so
pretty
bad.
They're pretty bad. But if you think it was 2008, I don't know. Like, this is quite the budget. This movie had quite the budget. I think it's like $60 million they spent on this movie.
Okay.
So I think about that, and I just like, I think that the effects would have been better if they were practical, but it kind of reminds me of Star Wars, where it's like kind of good and kind of bad, but it's like good, bad in a charming way. For me, it's charming, just because it's like it's a relic of its time.
It is. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it definitely should have had more like practical effects because I think they would have aged a lot better.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the like green screening they did was
the
like
green screening
really
is pretty
awful.
And the
like,
lighting and the green screening.
Like they do not look like they're on the boat or whatever.
Yeah, the boat and the beach specifically. It's like you can just tell that is a set.
But I do like all the little like creatures and stuff. Like
me too. The giant Venus flytraps.
The giant Venus flytrap. The fish in the water that are like sharks. The birds. Oh my God.
I love the birds.
You wanted that bird,
I want
didn't you?
a bird so bad. I want a glowing bird more than literally anything ever. I love the birds. I love it.
I don't like birds. So.
Oh, that's okay. But like, I love them.
Yeah.
What else is there? That bird's like a friend. It's a friendly bird.
I was like, why is he following this bird? I was like, this bird's gonna lead you the wrong freaking way.
No, it's a nice bird. They're friends.
Well, I didn't know if the bird understood the assignment. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't know if the bird knew that they were gonna go meet up at the water. Like, the bird doesn't know.
No, I feel like the bird just knows everything. I just need you to like pause and look at those two ducks because they're really cute. Do you see them? Look how cute they are. Look at them, just like, they're so fat. Oh my God, I love them. Okay, sorry.
They're fat because they're fed by moss.
I just love them. I love them.
Oh my God, I was outside of the BPL the other day, and there was just this family, or this like mother and child, like feeding the pigeons.
Oh no,
like
that's not good.
pizzelle, and I was like, what?
That's literally so bad. Ew.
Yeah.
There's a squirrel behind us. Oh wait, we're literally. Oh my God, look, he's so cute. God, do you want
this is Maggie's first time outside.
We literally shut up. It's been so sad and depressing and rainy in Boston for the past like 3 weeks.
That's true.
I have been waiting for this day. I'm glad we're recording outside so that we can take advantage of it.
Yeah. I think this movie is a rainy day movie though.
I agree.
I don't feel like you should watch it at when you're happy.
It's just like I agree. It's like got this little like, I don't know, like charmingness. I just love this movie. It's so silly and like strange. I don't even know like what else to say. How about Little J Hutch?
I love Lil J Hutch.
Wonderful as always in my opinion. Like we've watched two Little J Hutch movies.
We've watched two Lil J Hutch movies, and I have to say that he just like gets better.
He gets better every time.
Like I was like, I can't believe this is the same little man that was in Bridge to Terabithia. Yeah.
He played the
Why is his heart broken so often?
I know.
Like this poor man, he's always crying in every movie we watch of him.
Well, it's just he has that emotional range, and he just needs to be in more stuff.
You know what I was thinking of when I was watching this movie? I was thinking not only of why is he only in Five Nights at Freddy's and why doesn't he get a better role in his fucking life, but I was also thinking This is like around, I could be wrong, but this is like Polar Express era.
It's a couple years after. It's right, Bridge to Terabithia, I think it's 2007.
Okay.
So it's like right after.
I was just thinking about him in the Polar Express in this movie. I don't really know why, but I felt like he was really embodying the boy.
The boy from the boy. He does not have a name. Did we watch? We did watch Polar Express. Yeah. I love that movie. Oh god,
that movie's so fun. That movie, it reminded me. Okay, this movie reminded me of the Polar Express because a lot of it felt like a theme park, and like
I have to talk about that.
And like I think that's like part of like the same thing because like they like this kind of like journey to the center of the earth. But like they like the kind of like journey story rather than like you know.
Yeah. There's a scene where they're like in mine carts.
In a mine,
and like they're literally jumping between the different carts because they all get split up. And like if you put on like 3D glasses and like sat in a chair, it could be one of those like rides.
No, it 100% is.
Oh my god. I just want to show them the geese. They should come over here.
No, literally like my worst nightmare.
No, the geese in the Boston Common are nice. Like the ones at home are really mean, but these ones are nice. Because they're just around people so much. Anyway, I also wanted to comment on like the similarities between the book and the movie.
Oh.
Because this movie is based on the book. Like the book is canonical in the movie. Like Jules Verne exists. But I love how they like play.
Well, no, the movie's not based on the book. The book is.
Yeah, but the movie is based on the book.
It's
Everything
kind of like
that happens in the book happens in the movie. Because they're using the book as like a guide.
Yeah.
And they're basically doing the same thing. So in Journey to the Center of the Earth, the characters are this uncle who's a scientist and this nephew in the book. Okay. And in the movie. So they like copied that sort of. But they're different characters.
They're different characters.
Have the same names.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of like
and the mountain guide. Yeah, the mountain guide isn't a woman, but like mountain guide, yeah.
Of course.
But like she
Can we talk about the mountain guide?
Yeah, so we can talk about the mountain guide, but they do like take a lot of elements from the book and kind of like reuse them in like a really cool way in this. And like they use the events of the book as like a map almost of how to get through. It's very I think it's a very smart way to adapt a book. I think that like to modernize it in that way is very cool. But
I really liked the book aspect. Like not having read the book, I really liked that they were like kind of following the journey. Like they were not only like following this book and like what it said, and like they were like finding out all the stories are true, and but they were also following like Max. Don't you dare come near me. Don't you fucking so dare.
Wait, can we please show them?
If you want to set it back up.
I don't.
No.
But it's so close to us. Nobody knows how close this deer, or whoa.
It's a deer?
This goose is. I don't know why I'm thinking about a deer.
But, what was I saying? But that they're also following, like, Max's journal. Yes. I really like that as well, because, like,
love him.
Because, like, he's not, like, in the movie at all.
Yeah.
We're not the freakiest thing in the Boston Commons, let's be honest.
One time I was sitting over there, and I saw this woman trying to get a balloon out of, like, the top of, like, a willow tree.
You told me this.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I told the pod.
You didn't tell the pod.
And I saw her trying to, like, throw sticks at this balloon that was, like, it was literally, like, 30 feet in the air. Like, she was not going to get it. She was, like, on the phone, like, I can't get the balloon. Like, duh. And then she left. Anyway. Hannah, the mountain guide.
I love her.
Me too.
I love her so much. She's maybe my favorite part of this movie. I think she's the funniest character.
Yeah.
I think she's so like witty and fun. Like when they first find her, I was like, oh no, like this is the whole like that was my father, and I don't really do the things that my father used to do. I don't really subscribe to that.
Yeah.
And then the way her kind of opinion and mind changes over the course of the movie is really nice.
And she is just like a badass.
Yes.
Like she just can do everything that they cannot do.
Yeah.
And I love that. One of my favorite scenes in this is when they're like going down that like giant pit when they first get trapped in the cave.
Yeah.
And they're like belaying on these ropes, and like Brendan Fraser like slips, and like everybody gets like all screwed up because all their ropes are attached. And she's like, we don't have a choice. Like me and Sean aren't gonna like be able to survive or get down if I don't cut your rope.
And then
they cut the rope, and they think he's going to plummet to his death, and he's literally just a foot from the ground. And it is
that's so funny. One of my favorite things was the running joke of like them saving each other's lives.
Yeah, it happens a couple times
because it happens so often, and like she saves his life a bunch of times, and then she's like, now you owe me. And she also keeps referencing the fact that she's on the clock.
Yeah.
And like she's like, I'm billing you for this.
Yeah. It's so funny.
And
I literally love how they're paying for everything with quarters. Like, they totally could have left that whole thing out and like nobody would have thought twice about it.
Yeah.
But like they have Trevor like collect like coins and then they pay for the plane ticket. I don't know. I just think it's funny. It's like a cute character. Like,
it's like a little gag.
It's a little character gag. And I also love that he's like a professor that like everybody hates, but like he's actually onto something. Yeah. I just love that about him. I think it's so funny.
Seth Meyers in this movie.
Seth Meyers in this movie. Okay.
He's like so young in this movie.
So young in this movie. Like, wow.
It kind of shocked me. I was like, is that you?
Yeah, and he has like the smallest role. Like he plays like some asshole
he plays like the guy who like wants to take over his lab, right? Yeah.
So it's very
he's funny. I love that I just love the cameo. I think it's funny.
I do too. I think it's so funny.
Yeah. Wait, I wasn't done with the Mountain Guide.
Yeah, so, back to the Mountain Guide.
How do you feel about the romance in this movie?
Look, man.
I'm looking. Where do you want me to look, Maggie?
The gag in this movie is like that Sean and Trevor keep calling dibs on the Mountain Guide. They're like, dibs on the Mountain Guide, dibs on the Mountain Guide. And they're like, you can't call dibs on the Mountain Guide. Like, they're just like, they have this like little funny, obviously Sean is like 12 and that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But like, I just feel like they keep saving each other's lives and then they're like, they keep all turning up at the same, like the right moments. And it just like, I don't know. I think it's cute. Whatever. I don't think it's integral to the story, but like it's fun. I had a good time.
Yeah, I don't know.
You're not a fan of it?
I'm not a fan.
That's okay.
I just didn't think it was necessary.
It's probably not, but like I can see like why they did it.
I mean, I'm sure they're like trauma bonded or whatever.
Yeah,
so, like that makes sense.
They're like all back in America together.
They're in Italy.
Yes, but at the very end.
Oh, honestly.
At the very end, they're
I loved when they went to Italy.
Yes,
that was really fun.
They just pop. They go
on
into,
a vineyard.
They go down the earth in Iceland. Yeah. And then they come up the earth in Italy. I'm not really going to question the logistics of that, but
who knows?
Yeah, and the way that they come out of the center of the earth is so funny. Like it's so funny. Like they're on that giant Tyrannosaurus Rex like jaw, and they're using it as a boat. And then they like propel upwards and slide down this like grape vineyard. Yeah. Into this poor Italian man's thing. And he's like yelling at them in Italian. And then Sean gives them this diamond. And he's like, for you. Buy a new farm. It's like so funny. It's so cute.
Yeah, that was fun. I really like, I like the beginning of this movie as well.
I love the beginning. Yeah.
Like, I love, like you were saying, like how Sean is such a sassy character. He's like, oh, you collect coins? That's so neat.
And then he's like playing with this yo-yo, and he's like, and this PSP. We need to talk about the PSP.
Okay, yeah.
It's so like, oh my god, like PSPs were only like a thing for like a year.
It was very short-lived.
It was a very short-lived, like. Whatever, like I feel like Game Boys were more popular, and then like the DS and came out.
I completely forgot about that.
Me too. And then like he's literally just like Googling stuff on his PSP. Like I feel like it's just so niche and like perfect.
Yeah, it's very 2008.
Jesus Christ. Oh. Can they see this one? Duck?
Goose?
Goose.
You're so sorry.
Sorry. Duck, duck, goose.
Duck,
Sorry.
duck, goose.
Just the PSP is hilarious, and he's like Googling on a plane, and then he's like, welcome to the 21st century. It's like, oh my god. It's just like the humor in this movie gets me every fucking time. It's so lovely. What are you doing?
Looking at the movie. What are you doing?
I don't even know. Where am I? Oh my god. Oh my god. Pia. I'm telling him to come over here.
No.
I wonder if they can hear him eating.
Oh my god.
The munching. Wait.
No, there's too many other noises going on.
I know, but I can hear him crunching the grass.
Let me give you some trivia about this movie.
Okay, yeah, let's talk.
So when Trevor opens the box of stuff belonging to his lost brother, he pulls out an odd wooden item, says he doesn't know what it is, and sets it aside. The item is a Holmes stereoscope Designed in 1861 by Oliver Wendell Holmes to look at stereo cards. Similar to postcards, they show a left view and right view photograph mounted next to each other. When viewed through the stereoscope, the photographs merged into a 3D image.
Oh, that's interesting. Because they like really promoted this movie in 3D when it came out. Can you tell that? Yeah. Like it's definitely like shot to be seen in 3D. I would love to see that again.
I mean, just like the mining scene.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not mining, but like
even
the mine car
scene.
scene.
The beginning, like with the yo-yo is like, and they're like, shh, and it comes like at your face. Oh my God, they're everywhere. So there's that, which is hilarious. I also know that Brendan Fraser broke his hand while filming this.
Oh.
During the scene where they, like the cave, like all the rocks collapse and they get trapped in the cave. When he does that jump stunt into the cave, he broke his hand.
Damn.
And they had to like stop filming.
How very Harrison Ford of him.
Yes, true. And I wanted Brendan Fraser to be the new Harrison Ford so bad. He could have done it. He was so close.
They should cast him as the new Indiana Jones.
I would love that. Or just like Brendan Fraser in like something else. I think he deserves that. I also know, I'm not even really sure if we can like talk about this, but since I have this like, I know the writers, like they went to college with my dad for the second movie. And the cast is different in the second movie.
Yes.
Hannah isn't there and Trevor isn't there, so Brendan Fraser and the actress. But apparently they couldn't get the actress to sign on to the second movie because she was kind of
the field guide.
Yeah, because she was kind of like, I don't know, like she wanted way too much money for a kids movie. That's the lore that I've heard. Because I was invested in this movie.
Okay, you want more fun facts?
Yeah.
Okay, so fun fact. As the credits are rolling, a stick of dynamite is burning with a burning fuse sometimes falls past them. In the 3D version, it is sometimes in the background and sometimes in the foreground. Okay. When the credits end, the dynamite explodes.
Okay. Yes. Very cute. I like the credits of this movie. I love the dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs, man.
That dinosaur that was a fuck-ass dinosaur.
It was a real
Let me just say,
dinosaur.
that was not like, that looked so weird.
It
didn't look like a dinosaur.
Are not great.
I liked most of the other monsters besides the dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like, the Venus flytrap things were cool.
Yeah.
The fishy things were cool.
Yeah.
What else was
playing
there?
like baseball with the fish that keep jumping out of the water. They're like,
that was so silly goofy.
He literally, at some point he was like, Trevor says to Sean, do you know how to switch hit? And he gives him like a baseball, like a club.
No, he was like, I told you we were going to the batting cages. And it's like, okay.
So funny.
And he picks up the phone from his mom. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just out with Uncle Trevor.
The geese are attacking that squirrel. Do you see? They were just hissing at him.
That's so.
Do you hear that?
Yeah, there's a fight going on.
Yeah.
In the Boston comments.
I think
it's a geese versus a
squirrel. We need to pause because there's a fight.
Oh my God. What's gonna happen?
Who knows? But yeah.
Do you want another fun fact?
I would love fun facts.
This is a goof.
Okay.
Around 1 hour and 18 minutes, when Trevor tries to ignite the magnesium with a flare, he claims that it's, quote, too wet.
Yeah.
Magnesium burns in water, producing magnesium, oxygen, and hydrogen.
Very
in
nice.
fact, pouring water on burning magnesium intensifies the fire.
Oh.
The most effective way to douse a magnesium fire is to cover it with sand or dry dirt.
Interesting.
So
I didn't know that.
whole conflict
There's some science.
is not real.
Yeah, there's some science there.
Yeah.
I had something but I forgot.
I was very on the edge of my seat in this movie.
No, this movie.
I was genuinely so stressed during this movie.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Jay Hutch. You get Jay Hutch in a movie, and I'm gonna get really stressed about it.
I just want him to be happy.
I just want him to be okay.
Me too.
And like he keeps getting in these scenarios where he's not gonna be okay.
Yeah.
And like that whole part where like they're in the mines and then they just lose Sean, and I'm like, where did he go?
Yeah. Why
is no one talking about this?
Speaking of the part in the mines, everything with the schist joke that they keep making, like, oh, we're in deep shit.
We're in deep shit.
I thought that was so funny. I was like, rock humor. I'm so sad. Like, I was sad.
That's so child.
I love
humor.
rocks. Like, okay, like, yes, I get that. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
That's funny.
Yeah.
And like Sean's whole side quest where he was like all by himself, I was like, this poor little child. Like,
I just love him.
what are we gonna do with him?
I know. Oh man.
I was very upset.
So, what did you think of the ending where they like are kind of hinting at another movie? Did you like that?
How did they hint at another movie?
So Brendan Fraser gives Sean The Mysterious Island by Jules Verne, which is what the second movie is.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Listen, I watched this closer to when we were gonna record this episode.
Sorry.
And so I don't really remember the details.
My apologies.
I love when things hint at a sequel, and like this actually did get a sequel, so I like probably
very
wouldn't mind it.
That. Yeah, I can't wait to talk about the second one because I have so many more fun facts.
I hate when movies hint at a sequel and then they don't get a sequel.
It's very sad. Like Lemonade Mouth deserved a sequel.
Like Nancy Drew, which
deserved
did not
a sequel.
deserve. We hated that movie.
Did we? I don't even remember it. Look, I still remember it as how I
Maggie.
did. I don't even remember. I'll have to take a look at that again. I love this one. I can't wait to talk about Journey 2. I think that's the bigger one. That's the one that
to Journey.
Yes. That's the one that like the most people I've talked to like remember. They'll be like, "Oh, I didn't even know it was a sequel." And I'm like, "Why do you think it was called Journey 2?" Like
No, you're so
with
real
a 2.
for that.
Yeah. I just love this. This is so nostalgic for me. I wanted to be Sean so bad when I was a kid. Like I literally I read all the Jules Verne books. Like I searched for the copy of the book that they use in the movie, but I think it was just a prop. So like they didn't have it.
It's just a prop.
And I was so thrilled.
Oh, The Rock is in Journey too?
Yeah, he is. The Rock and
I thought he was
Vanessa Hudgens.
I know Vanessa Hudgens, yeah, and that fuck ass purple top.
Yes, mother. Oh my God, yeah.
That's what I. That's
what
if there's
you
one thing
remember?
I know.
Oh boy, that shirt went crazy.
That shirt. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
I honestly I wouldn't go back. If I had been in this situation, I would not go back to the center of the earth. Would you?
I personally would go to the center of the earth any day. That seemed so fun to me. I want to be
They
there.
were in danger the entire time.
I love it.
What are you talking about?
Like an Indiana Jones style movie like this. Like I want to do it so bad.
I just don't think you have the skills in order to do that.
Okay, I do. So whatever. I literally do. I'm gonna do a cartwheel after this just to show you. I literally cannot do a cartwheel. I literally cannot do a cartwheel. What?
This freaking lies.
I don't know. I just love this and I want to be in the center of the earth. Like I thought that was so cool. I used to look up videos of people digging really deep holes.
I was like, okay, what?
I used to think like you could do that, and like I used to look up videos on YouTube of people like digging as far as they could down into earth and like finding the center.
I used to do that when I was a kid. I thought I was digging to China.
Yes, but no, for me personally, I thought I was going to the land of giant like animals and the big Venus flytraps and that lovely like ocean that was going to start boiling. I loved it.
You just want to be put in mortal danger.
Yes, I just want to be running for my life from a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like literally, there's nothing I could ask for more. I'm so serious. Like if I was in a House of Anubis situation, if I was in a Journey to the Center of the Earth situation, I would be thrilled about it.
I would be the mom in Canada being like, "Where's my son?"
Yeah. like I just want to be. I don't even know. You've heard me. I want to do it.
You want to go on an adventure.
I do. I really do.
I want to go on a safer adventure. I feel the center of the earth is not really my vibe.
Okay, well, I'll report back.
I'm gonna give this a high tragic.
No!
I don't think it's bad. But I just don't think it's my thing, and I think that's fine.
That is fine.
It's just not a movie for me.
It is for me.
Not a movie for me. I do, however, remember really enjoying Journey 2. I don't know. I must have only seen the second movie.
Journey 2 was like way bigger.
Only seen it.
It was like way bigger. Yeah. So, because I think that was like, it was around the time Josh Hutcherson took on the Hunger Games role.
Yeah.
And like, I think a lot more people just remember this. The marketing was bigger.
I was a big Vanessa Hudgens
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is in this.
So,
in the second one. I have so much to say about the second one.
I'm very excited to watch the second one because I feel like to me the second one feels more like Jumanji, and I remember really liking Jumanji.
Yeah, it is more like Jumanji. I agree.
So maybe just because it has The Rock.
Yeah. That was like the first movie that The Rock did. Sorry for the siren.
The sounds of nature.
Yes. The Boston Public Garden.
I feel like the second movie felt more like a sleepover movie.
Yeah. Oh, I remember. It's the first of like many movies that The Rock did like this one.
Yeah, I agree.
Like he started doing all the Jumanji movies and those like Jungle Cruise movies after like this was the first one
brand.
It is his brand.
I think
Journey 2 gave him that.
Journey 2 gave him that, but I also I think that Brendan Fraser straight away he could have had that as his brand, and then Dwayne The Rock Johnson was
stole it from him.
well, I don't think there can only be one
Yeah.
guy like that who is in all the adventure movies, but I think The Rock does kind of eat.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
I kind of love The Rock a little.
Okay, all right, we'll talk about that next time. I'm curious to hear what you have to say about The Rock. So
I
next
love
up on the podcast,
We're watching Journey 2.
we're watching Journey 2. We are having an interview with the writers of Journey 2, which I'm
Yes.
very excited to talk to them about. And then
It's on
we're
my calendar.
finishing up the season with our 2001 playlist slash recap.
of the season as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very, very excited.
Maggie, take us out.
Thank you so much for watching or listening to this episode of Childhood Trash. You can follow us at Childhood Trash Pod on Instagram and TikTok. You can follow Pia at Pia La Placa.
You can follow Maggie at Maggie and Keating.
See you next Thursday.
Bye.